This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was
snacks.
just going to say.
That's where I go.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing. Love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On 3rd down, Bryant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
60 outlaw. Come.
A first down carry for Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 67 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 68 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On second down, it's Cannon. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run with Cannon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
So the big question today is, how will they play in this weather? Because you can recreate moisture, right? You can do wet ball drills, things of that nature. But snow, you cannot create that in practice. You can't prepare for it. You just have to deal with it.
On second down now, it's Cannon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action with Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Cannon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down. Randall, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A look now at the lineup defensively for Chicago. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They'll try the left side. Randall, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Taylor from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking crap.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper.
First down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7.
Set 70, Indy.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week, you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the 1st quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 9.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 38 yards on the scamper there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
10-3 score after 1 here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Randall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cannon going to try the left side. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Taylor operating from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
55. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Taylor. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Broken tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Taylor on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Cannon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On 3rd down, Taylor gets it to his running back, Cannon. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the run, it's Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And here now come the Falcons. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's right, man. Check 24.
Here's Taylor. It's caught by Randall. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Randall. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Randall. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is taken at the 23. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Check 43.
On 2nd down now, Grayson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Saints still kicking around in the race for a wild card spot. They could climb above 500 to 7-6 with a win. From there, let's head a little further west to Carson to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. The Raiders looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. The Buccaneers looked good in that one as they pick up their 8th victory of the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. One more time, it's Cannon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Taylor to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Cannon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Throwing the out route and complete. It's long. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down.
On second down, Grayson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
He's brought down.
Single slot.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, it's Cannon, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Taylor. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
50 seconds, Mike. Silver.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They go play action with Taylor. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run on first down. Cannon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run again with Cannon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, Randall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down and inches. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd and 11. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, Grayson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On 3rd down, it's Cannon, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your rest, 'cause I'm about to take you to school. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
58, 58, 58, come on. Let's go.
From the 41, Taylor. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field. The very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Mike 56. Hey, they scared. They scared.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Let's go, fellas.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Play action, it's Taylor. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On 1st down, Cannon, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Taylor gets it to his running back, Cannon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Like my board.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's go, boys.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Cannon, and if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So they're on that play. Offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Watch the curve.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Falcons, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being
That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time.